to leave school early to work in a factory to the supported his family after his father was sent to jail. So it's not really surprising that many of his work, including Oliver Twist or David Copperfield also, has protagonists who are good people that fall into bad circumstance that they don't deserve. Sometimes he could really relate it to personally. Dickens' novel usually the end with the Enver character getting the kind of ending they deserve. So the good people get happy ending and the bad people get sad ending. That's the reality. That is the really aren't that many lose and left at the end of the novel. मीन्स विक्टोरियन प्रोज में जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट और काफ़ी वेल नोन जो राइटर हैं वो है चार्ल्स डिकेंस और जिसके दो बहुत ही बेस्ट वर्क हैं, एक है ओलिवर ट्विस्ट और डेविड कॉपरफील्ड, जिसमें से डेविड कॉपरफील्ड एक बहुत ही अच्छा नॉवेल बताया गया है। और चार्ल्स डिकेंस की चाइल्ड बचपन बहुत ही गरीबी से निकला, जब उनके पापा को जेल भेज दिया गया वो आगे पढ़ नहीं पाए। और वही चीज़ उनके नोवेल में भी दिखता है कि वो फोकस करते हैं कि बैड पीपल और गुड पीपल। इन द लास्ट पैराग्राफ वी ऑल्सो डिस्क्राइब कि इन द एंड ऑफ हिज नोवेल हिज प्रोज द गुड पीपल गेट अ हैप्पी एंडिंग एंड द बैड पीपल गेट अ सैड एंडिंग. These are the very ancient pictures of John Ruskin. The Victorian prose writers. There are so many writers in Victorian. The Victorian eras was an important time for the development of the science, and the Victorian had a mission to describe and clearly the entire natural world. Much of this writing does not rise to the level of beginning as the literature, but one book in particular, Charles Dickens, on the original of species, remain the famous. The theory of evolution contained within the work shock many of the idea of the Victorian had about themselves and their place in the world, although it took a long time the widely expect, or it would dramatically change the sequence through the literature. There are so many writers like Thomas Carlyle, 1795 to 1881, John Ruskin, 1890 to 1900, Thomas Bennington, 1800 to 1859, Matthew Arnold, 1822 to 1888, Anthony Trollope, 1815 to 1882, Elizabeth Gaskell, 1810 to 1865, George Meredith, 1828 to 1909, George Gilligan, 1857 to 1903, the Samuel Butler, 1835 to 1902, Arthur Hughes, 1890 to 1863, Wallace Colling, A.E. Houseman, Willis Henry, Kingston, then Elizabeth London, Mary Laws, George Moore, Walter Peter, William Butler, John Millington, etc. These are poets. These are the writer, Victorian prose writer. But in this lecture, we shall learn a very few writers. First, we learn the Thomas Carlyle, then we learn John Ruskin. Thomas Carlyle, his time period is 1795 to 1881. This is the picture of Thomas Carlyle. Thomas Carlyle, he was born 4th December 1795 to 5 February 1881. Was a Scottish satirical writer. He was an essayist and historian and the teacher during the Victorian era. He called economic the dismal science and wrote the article of the Edinburgh Encyclopedia and become a controversial the social commentator. थॉमस कार्ली का जन्म 4 दिसंबर 1795 में हुआ और उनका जो डेथ हुआ 5 फरवरी 1881. वो एक स्कॉटिश सटायर राइटर थे, वो एक एसेइस्ट थे, हिस्टोरियन थे और इसके साथ साथ विक्टोरियन एज में एक राइटर भी थे. कमिंग फ्रॉम अ सटायर कन्वे द फैमिली, थॉमस कैरली वॉज expect to become a preacher by his parents, but while at the University of Edinburgh, he lost his Christian faith. However, remained with his throughout his life. This combination of the religion's temperament with the loss of faith in traditional Christianity and made the Carly's work preparing to many Victorians who were grappling with the significant and the political change that the treated the traditional social order. Thomas Carlyle's biography. Thomas Carlyle was born in the year 1794 and died in 1881. He was the Scottish philosopher, satirical writer, essayist, historian and the teacher. He was considered one of the most important social commentator of his time, or he presented many lectures during his lifetime with the certain acclaim in the Victorian age. In the mathematics, he is known for the Carlyle circle, a method used in the quadrature equation and for the developing rule and compass construction of the regular. Pythagoras, he was one of the Christian. He lost his faith while the ending of the University of Edinburgh and letter of from the deism. He has done a lot of conference with the result in his famous work The Hero Worship and the Heroic in History, where he explained that the key role in the history lie in the action of the great men, the claiming that the history is nothing but the biography of the great men. Then he believed the hero worship. Thomas Carlyle on hero worship and the heroic in history remain one of the best representative in English of the development in later romanticism called the heroic witticism. The book a serial of the 6 lecture that Thomas Carlyle delivers to the London audience in 1840 represent not so much soundly based idea about the making of history as it does Carlyle's view of how the world would be if powerful and inspire the people were to have the power and through they describe. The book thus become the England's contribution to the 19th century cult of the great men. Prophet Muhammad, peace and the blessing be upon him or has a special place in the book under the chapter titled Hero as a Prophet. In the book, Carley declare his admire of a God's messengers. The word of such a man means that man is Muhammad, is a voice direct from nature's own heart. The man do and must listen to that as to nothing else. All else is wind in comparison. The Thomas Carley's answer to the pointed question on Islam and the Prophet so interesting similarity and to set the Norsi line to answer the similar question. The Carley find no one around him action in a way to set his own age right, given to commercialism and the self gratification. The people of 18th century Europe lack the will or a leadership to make the something worthwhile of their lives. Carley basically idea is that all history is the making the great person gift with supreme power of vision or action. It thus become one's duty to worship heroes. The early writing by the 1821 Carley had abandoned clearly as a possible career and focus on making a life as a writer. His first attempt at fiction was the Cothiel and John, one of the several abortive attempts to writing a novel. The Thomas Carley was a dominant figure of the Victorian period. He made the influence that felt in the very part of the Victorian life. In the generally prose literature of his age, he was in compare a greatest figure and one of the greatest moral force. In his youth, he suffered from doubt which assailed him during the many dark years in which he wandered him in the homing, welding, and believe in the God. Then suddenly there come a moment of mystical illumination or the spiritual new birth, which brought him back to the mood of courage and faith. The history of these years of struggle and conflict and the ultimate triumph of his spirit is written with the great power in the second book of Saraton Restore, which is his most characteristic literary production and one of the most remarkable and visual books in the English language. His other work are French Revolution in 1837, his lecture on heroes and hero worship, the past and the present 1843, the letters and speeches of Oliver 1845, Latter Day 1850, the life of John 1851, the history of Frederick the Great 1858 to 65. Basically, the Carley was a Puritan, and in him the strength and the unaccompanying the spirit of the 17th century. The Puritan found it the last great exponent, always passionate in the earnest and in the temper. He could not tolerate any moral weakness and the social evil. He wanted the people to be sincere, and he had convention and the unreality In the sparrow of the religion, society, and the politics, he sought reality and the criticism, all shame and falsehood. To him, history was the revelation of good right on us, dealing with men, and he applied the lesson derived from the past to the present. The Carlyle style, Thomas Carlyle style is the reflection of his personality. Carlyle style is the reflection of his personality. In fact, in the hardly any English writers are personal and literally character more closely and strongly blended. He twists the language to suit his needs. In order to achieve this, he marked us of strange tricks. He used the capital initial, the dropping of conjunction, pronoun, verb, and the etc. conversation of any noun into the verb, freely use the foreign word and the literal English translation, the foreign word. Thus, his language is like a monarchical army from all the sorts of incourageous and the exotic elements. He is in the fact the most irregular and erratic of English writer, but in spite of all this fault, it is the impossible to read him at his best without the sentimental of enthusiasm. In his mastery of the vivid and the telling, he is unrivaled, and his power is described. The characteristic are the remarkable. His style with its enormous wealth and the vocabulary, its strength, conduction, sentence, it the break, the tone, the explanation, the English prose literature, and there is no doubt that he is one of the greatest literary artists in the English literature. Letter writer were generally the short essay, often the indicate the handling of the Carlyle political position.